What's going on, guys? Gilly Writes Comics here, creator of Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. I know it's been a while, and I apologize, guys. Uh, just wanted to get in and do a quick video talking about TMNT Mutant Mayhem. There's a lot of love from me for TMNT. I grew up on TMNT, one of my favorite cartoons ever, one of my favorite comics ever. What could I say? I'm a turtley kind of guy. I grew up on TMNT and I love it. I absolutely adore it. There's a green spot in my heart that will always have a place for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now I know there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of, I guess you can say, divide even for the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem video. Teaser trailer was dropped this week, I believe on Tuesday, and everyone had something to say. So, of course, Gilly had to just lay in his thoughts here. But before I jump into my thoughts on Mutant Mayhem, I just wanted to share that as a TMNT fan, I do love the cartoons. I pretty much love almost every iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of Rise of the TMNT. It just never did anything for me. If you enjoyed it, great. If there's reasons why I should just dip my toes in the Rise pool, let me know why. I know they had a Netflix movie that came out. I was gonna watch that. A lot of things to watch. So, but in regards to the different iterations, I do love the original Mirage comics, the darker version of the TMNT. Absolutely love that. The 1987 commercial, the cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons, special place in my heart. It's hard to watch them now as I'm way older. Some of them have a lot of charm, and then some of them are just so goofy and silly that, you know, I'm trying to watch them now as I'm older and I'm like falling asleep. The 2003 iteration of the TMNT for me is my favorite and some of the best TMNT adaptation that I've seen, almost twisting things a little bit but also carrying a lot from the comics and twisting it into this new animated style, which I absolutely love. The 2012 version of the TMNT, oh my gosh, I didn't expect much from it, and I went in, and then my gosh, it just hooked me. It's incredible. It's funny. It has its characters. It has its own little spin with April, with these psychopathic powers, right? Am I saying it right? Am I so late? It's literally like 1 in the morning. I'm doing this video. But yeah, she has psychic powers. There you go. Psychopathic powers, right? And my ultimate favorite iteration of the TMNT is the 1990 live action movie. For me, that captured the spirit of TMNT, and it is the almost true to source to the 86 Mirage comics, while also adding the comedic gold that we've seen in the cartoons, and also just capturing the essence of the characters, their personalities, just done so well. So for me, that still stands heads and shoulders above the rest. I just love that live action 90s TMNT, Splinter, Shredder, just everything. Just absolutely love it. So now let's talk about Mutant Mayhem, right? Because again, we've seen so many different versions of TMNT. There's been reboots upon reboots. They did have the 2007 TMNT movie that I also enjoyed. So there's a lot to love. And there's the Archie comics. I mean, again, this goes just spans so much. So there's a lot of love for TMNT, but I feel TMNT has also, it's almost, for me, it's gone like the way of Batman, the way of Spider-Man, and that we have just so many different variants, versions, and you also have the IDW comics of TMNT. which I started reading and I had enjoyed pretty much. I didn't get too deep in, maybe about 30 something issues in, and I liked what I read so far. I love the twist that they did. The Last Ronin, which I pretty much enjoyed. I did have some gripes with The Last Ronin. Um, I thought it could have been done better, and I know we got these new turtles, and they do look cute, and they are gonna have their own and unique personalities. But I'm just an old turtle head. It's just hard for me to just give my heart to just these four new turtles. Especially, I mean, spoilers. If you read The Last Ronin, we know The Last Ronin is Michelangelo, and it's just so hard for me to just fathom that Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, and Splinter died to the foot soldiers, and just no, it's just hard for me. I would still love to see a version of the TMNT older. I'd even give them beards, man, and have them as senseis ushering in this new generation um, moving forward. But again, let's talk about Mutant Mayhem. Okay, I saw the trailer. Okay, I enjoyed the trailer. Okay, I did. I enjoyed it. I think there's some cool aspects to the trailer. I do like the way they're embracing the adolescence of the TMNT. I think that's cool, and I think that's also a fresh perspective. Now, I did have some concerns. First, I want to take a look at. Let's look at the art style. I know there's some people up and down about the art style. There's some people that absolutely love it, and there's some people that absolutely hate it. Even so much as calling the art trash, the art style trash. Man, listen, I'm sorry. I appreciate all kinds of art. I'm a comic book creator. I love comic books, and when I saw the art style, it was bumping for me. I enjoyed it. It looks like a comic book come to life. There's definitely Into the Spider-Verse vibes, and the music was, I mean, I liked everything about the trailer. I love the art style. It's just it's a choice that I particularly like. Some people won't like it, and okay. I think it works. Let's go on to the turtle designs. I know some people are on the fence on how they look. They look, I guess it's too young, and then just their voices, they sound pubescent or whatever, right? Or even preteen. I mean, listen, I'm not going to get so hung up on the voices because, I mean, my voice sounded a certain way when I was 11, 12, barely hitting 13. It's just what it is. So, and I think they're actually voiced by teenagers. So I'm not going to harp on that. That's something that I can, not get hung up over and not make it's not going to make or break me. Now the designs, the voices, again, it was just a teaser trailer. There's still a lot to learn, right? There's still a lot to figure out and decipher, and again, when we actually see the story, there's still a lot to uncover. But overall, Mikey's one of my favorite characters. I mean, they're all my favorites, right? My personal favorite was Donatello as a kid, and then as I got older, I started veering more towards Raphael, and I absolutely love Raphael. I identify so much with him. I see a lot of myself in Raphael, and he's my favorite right now. But I do love Mikey. He brings that, hilarity. He brings that like outrageous, outlandish, nature. I mean, cowbunga, dude. He's that. And I'm not, from the trailer, I didn't get so much of that vibe, even in his teen form. And just his look overall, like this misshapen head, like the watermelon, it's just purposefully misshapen. I mean, again, just, we're going to see. Raphael, again, with the whole do-rag and that look from Rise of the TMNT, I'm not a fan of it. I do like the traditional bandana. It's just me, but again, I love Raphael, and so, I like that he does have some scars on his chest, so okay, that's pretty cool. Leonardo looks really cool. His look is pretty great, and Donatello, I know they went overboard with the, with the geeky, with the headphones and the glasses, and I could let that slide. I mean, they're teens. Now what does alarm me, okay, and it's not, and here I'm going to just share another screen right here. what here, okay, this what's not alarming me. Okay, let's see what screen we got here. Yeah, we did that one. Let's yeah. So here's the thing. Um April being black. Okay. Is that something that's killing it for me? Is it ruining it for me? It's just not. For me personally anyway. Um April has seen a lot of change. She's seen a lot of evolution. I mean, I know we know her as a reporter we love in the 1986 cartoons. But then again, if you get into 2003, we kind of see her getting a little bit more into the action, taking on some of the ninjutsu. And then in the 2012, we see her as a high school student and, with the telekinetic powers. And, so there's some angle that her connection to the Utram. So, again, we're getting there. So they're changing a lot. With Rise of the TMNT, I heard that was the first time she was introduced as being black. Well, it doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, okay, it's okay. It's okay if it bothers you. This is what happens when there's things that we love, but they're out of our control, right? As far as, casting choices and stuff. Am I going to let it kill me and ruin this movie for me? I won't let that ruin it for me. She's black. Her body shape is a little bit on the plus side. Whatever. I work in a high school. I see kids of all shapes and sizes, big, small, thin, fat, what have you. It's a natural body type for a high school student. It could work. The yellow jacket, they put a little element of yellow there. Will I let it just ruin my turtle going experience? Me personally, no. And I think April with the turtles in this version of TMNT can work. And I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm not just gonna exile TMNT from my watch list because of it. So let's see what they do in the story. There's still a lot to be determined, but we'll see. So that's not one of the issues that I had. And here we go. I'm gonna share another screen, and here we go. Afro Splinter. I think this is funny. Again, I know Jackie Chan is doing the voice of Splinter, and I know there's people, hey, how can you have, a Chinese guy voice a Japanese character? What are you saying? They all sound the same. Okay, listen, I'm not going there. I love Jackie Chan. I just do. And I think he could pull off Splinter. Now, you give me Afro Splinter here. I think if this would have been his concrete look, they missed the opportunity of casting Samuel L. Jackson to do the voice to Splinter. I thought that would have been amazing. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a black man that does the voice of my favorite Splinter, which is of the 1990 live action movie. That for me is my Splinter. I love that voice. So again, I realize this is a flashback because there was a leaked video of Splinter and his final look isn't this. So this is definitely going into how he taught the turtles or how he found the turtles, and he got the Jerry curl afro. Again, this is a movie that's definitely aimed at a new generation of kids, and we're trying to introduce TMNT to them. And of course, parents that grew up on TMNT are going to share this with their kids. I will definitely go check this out in the movies with my son, and I'm hoping it's going to be something great. So this for me works. So this isn't my issue. The issue that I do have, and I'm gonna right here, and it's with Seth Rogen being tied to the project. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Seth Rogen being tied to the project for me causes a lot of concern. I outgrew Seth Rogen since Sausage Party. That was a movie that I saw that I just felt I wasted that amount of time, and I was watching a movie that did not entertain me, and did not humor me. I think it just made me actually stupider when I came out of the movie. The concept in nature is like, yeah, it's, food that doesn't want to be bought at the supermarket to be cooked and chopped up. And that's a kind of interesting premise. And I'm not going to lie. And, you kind of play on that Pixar kind of thing, but in a little darker way. But it was so stereotypical. And so with the gratuitous jokes, and it's just like, no, man, it's like, no. And it got to the point where I'm realizing, like, man, they'll literally do anything in Hollywood to kind of make a buck. And when people have that status and have that power to be like, hey, let's just, I'm in a position where I can just make any kind of movie I want happen. I could just try to pitch it to the studios. They're in a good position, and they pitched Sausage Party, and I hated it. I hated it. And Seth Rogen never did anything for me since then. And he's kind of just wore out for me. Just there's nothing for me. I did like Knocked Up. I did like, was it Roger in Love? Was it Roger in Love? What the heck was it? Yeah, Knocked Up, and 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, that was cool. But again, Seth Rogen being in charge of this really makes my spidey sense tingle, and I'm not excited about the prospect of the TMNT story that we have laid out. The groundwork is there because what I saw does look promising, and the casting choices by far are great. I do love John Cena. I know we got Paul Rudd, we got Giancarlo Esposito, we got Ice Cube. I mean, it's like, wow, it's very well rounded, and I think it's actually a great casting. Post Malone, I think, as well. So it's just, wow, like, great. My thing is, how is this going to fit together in a story that's actually going to catch my attention? We know we'll get maybe the kids' attention with the craziness, but how are you going to just navigate all of that? What are you going to put together? I want to see that. I want to see the execution. I want to see if it comes out firing, or I want to see if this is just going to be another dud. I hope not. I wanted to have some sort of substance. I wanted to have some type of meaning, because yes, I know TMNT, it's to make toys. I get it, and it's like, hey, this is a new generation. We'll just put a reboot on TMNT. I understand. We're trying to push toys. I know they're trying to make their money. I get it. It's a business, but you do got fans involved. And you got people that really care about TMNT, that still want to see the spirit of it just upheld to a certain degree, even though we're just trying to push toys and we're just trying to, create a movie. So I'm hoping it doesn't fall by the wayside. I'm hoping that it stays true to its potential, and doesn't get watered down in being another Seth Rogen project, but this one being a little bit more glamorous and green because it's TMNT. So, for those of you who hated the trailer, that's your prerogative. You hate away, okay? I got a lot of heat on Twitter for just saying that I thought the trailer was cool, and just making the comments that I made, that I'm making here in this video, that I've had tweeted out. I got a lot of heat. One thing I won't do, I won't rain on anyone's parade. If you like anything, go ahead and like it. What I'm never going to do is just bash someone or crucify someone for liking something. No, I will always share my opinion genuinely. That's what I do. And as a consumer, and as a fan, and as someone who loves reading, watching movies, all that, I always give a chance to something. And I know there's been a lot of we've even seen it with Marvel fatigue, and just, even since Star Wars stuff that had so much potential to be great and just become not even subpar. So I get that. So if you hated it, cool. I'm not hating on that. If you hated it, hey, that's great. If you loved it, cool. I'm not on. If you guys loved it, hate it, great. I'm just sharing my opinions. I'm digging it. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to give it a chance. And trust me, my hopes aren't that high, okay? And after I see the movie, I will be sharing my thoughts. And I will let you know what I liked, what I didn't like, what I hated. I will go that far, because that's just what I am. This is Gilly Writes Comics. I write comics. I put myself out there. And let me tell you something. If you guys absolutely hated this teaser trailer, let me introduce you to something called Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, okay? This is my Saturday morning comic book love letter to our awesome childhood of the 80s and 90s. Get a load of this art, okay? It's top notch. It's centered around anthropomorphic space capybaras. It hits hard. It goes deep. And this is just me letting out everything that influenced me as a child into a comic book. And there's lots and lots and lots to love. So if you hated TMNT Mutant Mayhem, give Galactic Rodents of Mayhem Rat Trap a spin. Check us out. Okay? Check us out. And if you absolutely loved the TMNT teaser trailer, check out Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, because yes, there is lots and lots to love. Okay? This is definitely enough to keep you entertained until Mutant Mayhem releases. So if you love TMNT Mutant Mayhem, if you hate it, either way, you will absolutely love Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. And not many books can do that. Thank you guys for checking out Gilly Writes Comics. These are my thoughts on TMNT Mutant Mayhem. I'll be dropping other videos like this. I can't get crazy with the editing. I just drop and go live and put the video together. So I will definitely do more videos. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe so I can grow my channel, so I can introduce you to more of what I enjoy. A lot, as you can see behind me. And I could also share with you some of my amazing, amazing comic books. All right, guys. Till next time. And also let me know in the comments, did you like TMNT Mutant Mayhem, or did you absolutely hate it? It's all right. Let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. Till next time, guys. Geek out.